It is illegal.
Yeah.
It is illegal.
Okay. They're barking because you're here and you're yelling at us. Because you're here. Bye, Karen. Bye, Karen. If you get away from here, they won't bark. If you get away from here, they won't bark. Thank you.
The dogs just add to it. The barking is fantastic. All right, now I'm going to give you a little fights. Let's get some fights. Karen / non-Karen Dollar Tree KFC fights. It's going down. Very low viewed. You probably haven't seen these before. Let's roll.
Give me my money back, and let him pay for it.
Can you read what this say?
Did you hear what I said?
Can you read what this say?
Hear what I just said?
Did you hear what I just said?
Give me my money back.
I don't do refunds.
Bam.
You don't do refund.
I don't want
Yeah,
no
Lisa.
rap.
Thank you. Feeling
That's
great.
what you asked for.
You know
That's
I
what's
did.
hung up.
Did I
That's
ask
what's
for
on
a
your
rap?
receipt.
Did I ask for a rap?
You
Did I
got
ask for a rap?
They don't know what you asked for.
Ma'am, I told you I want 2 shot size and 2 legs in his box.
Happy birthday, Brian.
She rung me up for that.
You said, okay. He said you rap.
Hey, listen, I did not say no rap.
Excuse me. What you're not gonna do is come in here with the attitude.
Okay, well, give me my
You
money
asked
back.
for what you. I'm not giving you nothing back. We do not do refunds.
Please give me
Once
my
your
money back.
order is total
Please
out.
give me my money back.
Can you read what it say?
Please give me my money back.
You just give me.
Just
No, I'm giving what he paid for.
Okay.
You ready to order love?
That's not what I asked for. What did I ask for?
When you came up here, what can I get for you, sir?
Okay, he the one that said rap.
You
I didn't
said
say no
double.
rap.
Okay.
Give him 2 pieces.
Okay,
Okay, you gonna take the rap.
What can I get for you, sir?
You keep on getting in my face like that, I knock your jaw loose.
No,
I want
no,
you to
no,
try.
no, 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 no.
I want you to try. Let's go.
Don't do that, don't do
Here we
that.
go. Here we go.
Let's
No,
go.
no.
You're not finna hit women, bro. I will call the police.
It's
going down.
I want my money, man.
I want to see you knock me out, baby.
Hey, Al. Hold on. No. Don't go over
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's go. Let's go. What's up?
I need you to go. I need you to go.
Look at the guy
Yeah, he need
laughing.
to go. Yeah, he need to go.
He's ready, boy.
Okay,
Fuck about this goddamn job. You ain't gonna talk to me fucking crazy.
Come on, give us a rap. You need to give us a
I
rap.
give you what you paid for,
Okay,
sir.
give it to us.
Wait, after all that, the guy comes in and goes, "Can you please just give me the rap?" And she still won't give him the rap. I'm giving you what you paid for. That's the best part. He's got the balls to come back in and still ask for the rap.
Alright, let me get number 2. Hey, man, look, I'm through with that.
Oh, God.
Too late now to be through it.
Oh, bravo. Here we go. Dollar Tree fight. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Please start throwing the silverware.
You go for it.
On my daughter. Y'all real tough with the weapon, right? You real tough with the weapon. You got it. Pull it. I don't give a fuck about you pulling your shit. I want you scared. I want you scared. Lady, oh my motherfucking daughter.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
dog crazy and shit.
Hillbilly Showdown. Here we go. Oh boy. Brace yourself. Okay, brace yourself for this. This guy takes the cake. Or the apple pie. I don't know which we wanted, but this is McDonald's. Thank you, Flying Monkey. Grab your memberships.
I'm trying to tell you that right now.
You come out running your mouth.
No, I came out and I said,
Running your mouth.
I came out and you lower yours. Lower yours. Lower yours. You not a
I disordered this.
And that's fine. And that's fine. You should have told me that instead of yelling.
Ain't nothing what I ordered.
Okay, that's how you have to do. You should have I got
know
a
everything's up here.
because like I said, she was busy. I ain't got
Oh,
to
so
repeat
you go to the
myself.
bathroom, everybody should say.
No, did I say? I said she was busy. That's what I
You
said.
said.
I said she was probably a bit. That's right. I
I
said
want-
I was in the
I want my
bathroom
shit
and she was
fixed.
probably. You can get your what you do? You can get your refund and you can get out. That's what you
Well,
can
give
do.
me my refund.
You want $3.80? I give you $5. You know what?
No, you gonna give me what this money.
She said, I'll give you $5. Looks like you need it.
Ain't nobody in your face, you mouthy little hussy.
Ooh! A hussy? I've never heard anyone call someone a hussy in a fight.
Call whoever you want to. Call your manager. That's exactly what. You know what there was other people running
I
this?
am the manager. That part.
Yeah,
I am
that's
the manager.
why you don't have no
I am
kids.
the manager. I am the manager.
Fix this.
No, what I'm finna do, I'm finna give you a refund. I'm finna show you better not to tell you.
Well, I want you to look at this. Do you know what it is? How you gonna refund it for what you don't know what it is?
Man, you got a bacon man go. Let me refund.
No, I got a double cheese
Double cheese, it don't matter.
fish with extra tartar sauce.
Put
That
a
is a
fillet.
cheeseburger.
Put a fillet.
That
Put
is
a
a
fillet.
that's a
Where your
cheeseburger.
receipt?
I asked for double cheese, fish fillet with tartar sauce. It's so serious, but it's so stupid.
Where your receipt?
It was in that bag right there.
I was this night in there. I've been out all
You
day.
do whatever you want to do.
Thank you,
I'll
Monica.
tell you something right now.
I need a receipt.
Open that up. You don't need no receipt.
I need a receipt.
No,
I'll
you
see.
don't.
I need a receipt. You said
Did
you
I not bring this back in here?
It don't matter. I'm not gonna refund you for nothing that I don't see. What a fillet at?
With a
Receipt.
fillet.
I need at least a receipt.
This is gonna
I need
get
a receipt.
ugly.
Okay, well let it get ugly.
And you don't need
Let
to
it
go
get
down
ugly.
that road.
Let it get
Open
ugly.
it up and
I
listen to
gotta
me.
open up nothing.
That's
Like
a
I said,
cheeseburger
I know, I see what it
with
is.
fucking tartar sauce on
Oh, and that ain't tartar sauce. That's Big Mac sauce. Know your sauce.
it. You look at it.
You look at it. What that is? That's Big Mac sauce.
She said that's Big Mac sauce. Know your sauces. I can't. I'm gonna explode.
You know Big Mac sauce and tartar sauce?
That ain't what I ordered.
What you ordered? I just said.
I ordered a double
Where your receipt?
cheese
Where your receipt?
with extra.
Where is your receipt? So you can get your
You
refund.
fixing to piss me
You
off.
already because you come up here being so
I'm fixing to put this motherfucker in your
Bro.
face.
Bro,
Now it's already there, but
I've
you
been
ain't put
doing
nothing in my face.
You won't have a job
Because
like
that-
office.
You haven't got cash on my own.
I done drove
business. No.
15 miles.
You
I don't
drove.
care
Like,
if
you
you
ain't
been
drove
here
no
for 20
15 miles
years.
on one burger.
You gonna refund me or you gonna give me a damn double cheese?
I ain't gotta give you nothing. You gonna say you don't talk to me and put no demands on me like this. You don't demand nothing on me.
You are not the king.
Ain't trying to be.
You are the manager.
That's
You are
right,
supposed
the
to
manager.
take care
That's the
Gotta go
manager.
to jail.
people that
But now
come in
people
here.
rude.
If
Now
you
people
work for
rude.
us,
We don't have to-
shut up!
Oh!
Shut up and get
You
out my store.
shut up!
Get out my store.
You would not have
Get out my
people.
store. Get out my store.
Oh, motherfucker.
I'm calling
That's the
911.
man waiting on me right there.
Okay, and your point?
My point is, I
We
didn't see
got
what the
receipt.
fuck I paid
We
for.
are, and that's why you still standing there waiting on
Do
the
you know I ordered a double cheese fish with extra tartar sauce? Call the fucking police! Call them! What are you waiting on?
I got the right to hit you behind my counter.
Hit me, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
Do you remember me ordering that? I just left here. drove 10 miles and had to come back because it was not what I ordered.
Wait. I didn't watch this. He drove 10 miles and came back for a freaking fish sandwich to cost this? Oh my, I don't know how this video did not go viral. This is amazing. Fire monkey for tartar sauce. Thank you.
Go get the phone.
Go get the phone, y'all. Are you not going to speak up for me? Sir, are you not going to speak up for me? It's a cheeseburger. It's not a double fish sandwich. Call him.
I drove
You
10
gonna go
miles.
do all this shit for a damn sandwich you gonna throw away at the end of the night.
Y'all get y'all live view.
Yeah, they didn't lie, bitch. Yeah, hey. Crazy John right here. Telling you. This motherfucker just as stupid as these motherfuckers.
Oh, don't worry, you going to jail.
All I
Crazy
want is a
John!
sandwich, that's all. I done paid for it.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, you ain't got your own phone? You gotta get somebody.
Baby, I
Oh,
got a
geez.
$2,000 phone, baby. And I got
$2,000.
Yeah. I got my own phone.
That's why you act like you do.
From here, bro?
I don't act like that. I act my age. That's what I do.
No, you don't act like your age.
Are you from here? You mean I'm from the beach, man. Beach.
Crazy John.
How is it? Spartanburg. That's the middle of nowhere. Spartanburg. Yeah.
She's the one that gave me my stuff.
I'm from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I lived there for about 2 years.
Yeah, I love it, bro.
That's all I want. Double
Will
filet
he
cheese,
get the
extra
sandwich?
sauce. That's all.
Check this out.
Oh my lord.
Dude, fucking trip.
The guy.
You're a camera?
Cops coming.
There's cameras, baby.
Hey,
There's cameras. You'll see it.
He fucking pushed the bitch and everything. You get my goddamn son, bitch. I was like, what the fuck? Look, I got
You
it.
gotta
Record
get
it.
back where you come from. This ain't got nothing to do with you. She's man.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to jail. I tell you that.
Oh, he's going to jail.
Oh, solid. It's McDonald's. Yeah. it's
Ooh.
solid McDonald's. You get that, buddy? Hey, you got everything else. You get that?
This poor guy just wants this McFlurry.
I'll be right here. I ain't going nowhere. It's got gift in it.
Oh, trust me, he is going somewhere. He ain't going.
Oh, we're getting Crazy John on the show. We're gonna track him down.
Oh, I'm.
You all right. You put your finger in my
Nothing.
face.
Yeah, but I got open one though.
Oh, they're a slut.
Tell the cops
You're
to come
talking
up
to me
here.
like you talk, you know, I'm gonna smack him in his mouth.
I think I'm.
Straight with this McFlurry in his face.
Fine husband. Whatever.
Almost definitely child done.
You gonna give me my stuff? I paid for it.
No, I
That's exactly what's wrong with the country today. Is y'all think
Oh,
I'm
here we go.
Y'all,
Yeah.
whoever works in this place,
It's on the secret menu.
Yeah.
y'all
That's
is
some real shit.
anybody
They
that
make it.
works in McDonald's. Don't leave. Don't leave.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. Go ahead,
You
guys.
go, did you get that from him slapping me?
I got everything.
Okay, good. Good.
Everything.
Oh,
I don't have. See, how long you been away? Yeah.
oh boy, that was a masterpiece. Let's go to some court. Let's court it up. Here we go.
Correctly was
Let's do it.
failure to appear and submit to a urine or breath analysis. Is that what it was?
So there wasn't arrest, Your Honor. New charges are not pending at this time because, according to Ms. Keone Ehrlich, they're waiting on blood test results. So there was an admission in the police report to alcohol consumption, and she has.
Truett, it was a fish sandwich. He wanted a goddamn fish sandwich, double cheese with tartar sauce, and he got a goddamn double cheeseburger. Get it right, dude. Follow the script, Truett.
Has not been drug testing with her treatment provider, correct?
Okay. And so that's the case that's the case in King County from March. Is that
Correct, Your
right?
Honor.
Okay. All right. Okay, I was just refreshing my recollection here on this, and I understood that Judge Wilcox had ordered her into custody.
She did, Your Honor. She did it twice. She ordered her into custody on Friday. Ms. Keone Ehrlich was not able to make that. Requested an extension to allow her time.
Gotcha,
She
Truett.
again was not able to make it by the extension. So given the fact that Monday was a holiday, on Tuesday, she reached out, we granted another extension. She showed up at the jail Tuesday, I apologize, around 3 o'clock after taking an Uber from her home in Everett, and the jail refused her, stating that she could not turn in on the same day that the judgment and sentence was written, and they turned her away.
Camera. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Keone Ehrlich, where are you now?
So, if you're just joining in, the girl on the bottom, she keeps trying to report because she's having probation violations, and she came to report in an Uber, and they turned her away. So now she's in front of the judge.
I'm actually at work in Redmond.
You're in
Washington.
Redmond. Do you live up in Redmond?
I live in the Woodinville area.
Up in the Woodinville area. All right. Yeah, and the probation director told me yesterday that you had come down on an Uber to turn yourself in. And all right.
And I was told by them too, even if I did come in Friday, that because they didn't have some kind of paperwork on me, that they would have turned me away anyway. I wasn't on their list for Friday because I tried to explain to him what happened, and he told me that. Well, let me see Friday, and he says you're not on that list either, so we would have probably turned you away as well.
Because I have to stay with me for
which is $200 over.
All right, Mr. Farrow, anything from the state?
I mean, I guess my only question is are we changing what the report date
This is Washington State, Mark Thurston.
is, or?
Yes, okay. And
so apparently there's some confusion with the jail and the way that they take people. And so I don't know how to answer that, to be perfectly honest. It's something that the probation supervisor has scheduled an appointment with the jail to discuss it. However, that's not for another couple weeks, is my understanding. So
like me to
I
be
don't know
aware
where
of,
that leaves
sir.
us.
well,
As far
I
as a
don't.
remand goes, as far as a turn-in goes.
Yeah, and I don't think I want to get into a battle with the jail, between the court and the jail. I don't think that's a particularly productive way to manage affairs. But Mr. Farrow, the prosecutor's office is the legal advisor to the jail, and I would suggest, perhaps, certainly not order, that your office have a conversation with someone high enough in command authority over at the jail to smooth the entry of Miss Keone Ehrlich into the jail pursuant to the court's order and avoid any conflict.
Okay, I can do that.
Is my message being received on that issue?
Yeah, yes.
And during that conversation, you can mention to whoever you or your office choose to speak to that her report date will be Monday, no later than noon.
Is that
Will
this
she
coming Monday,
report?
Your Honor, the 26th?
Yes.
All right. Now, I have this Boyd one coming up, and I just don't know how to read this one. It's just, you guys be the judge.
Hello, Mr. Lemire.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. All right, Mr. Lemire, we have some issues. Do you know what those issues are? All right, what are those issues?
Plenty.
All right, why are you using alcohol?
Look at me.
Yes,
Good
why are you using alcohol?
Being around alcohol tends is a big temptation for me.
And where are you getting alcohol?
The staff, his name is Kel, who told me to get it.
Theo.
And when was this?
Look at Boyd.
And Mr. Lemire, let me explain something to you. You don't have an attorney here because this is a compliance hearing. This is for me to understand what's going on with you and to see what kind of help you need, if you need help, and whether or not a motion to revoke should be filed. So that's why you haven't been sworn in, because I'm trying to figure out what is going on in your life and why you're not being successful. So here's the thing. I need you to be honest with me, 100% honest with me. Okay. So there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm just trying to find out what's going on in your life so I can figure out what help you need, if there's help I can give you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am, and my mom actually said that my dad was doing AA, it worked for him, and he did his liver and stay trouble.
All right. So, but what is happening in your life? Because you're not supposed to use.
He definitely looks developmentally disabled. I actually feel bad that he's alone, right? I mean, Judge Boyd's awesome with these people, but just he seems lonely up there, like he needs help. I feel bad for him. It's a good case though, because it just shows Judge Boyd's compassion. She's just awesome.
Use alcohol when you're on probation.
She's that kind of woman where no matter what career she chose, she was going to be a superstar. Like, if she went to education, she'd be like the superintendent of the world and be fantastic. You know, if she was in corporate, she'd be a CEO, CFO, and everything in between. Like, she's just a superstar.
There was also an error in the company, and it was not like on purpose, but it was a mistake in the computer, and I was
Samson,
off my
what's up, man?
antipsychotic for 6 days.
Good to see you.
All right. And then, so I have you being drunk, according to the report that I received, and threatening someone. So when's the last time you had alcohol?
I don't remember, it's been a long time.
So is the person where he's staying, are they here?
Yes, Honor, she should be.
All right, who's Ms. Jones? You need to unmute Ms. Jones.
I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
All right, she's
All
his
right.
help.
So
Okay.
what is happening with Mr. Lemire?
Okay. Well, I heard him say that the staff bought it. No, he asked the staff to take him to the Dollar Tree, and he went next door to the liquor store and bought it and hid it in his bag.
You shiesty son of a bitch. I need toothpaste and Q-tips. I'll be right back. It's a fifth. Puts another shirt. He's not that disabled.
Okay.
He went to another home and kept calling his mom saying that they were threatening him, this, that, and the other.
Spock.
That was not the case. So I told them to take him back to my home.
True.
When he got there, my staff notified me that he was drunk, stumbling everywhere, throwing his belongings outside. So I immediately went over there. And by the time I got over there, they said he was threatening my minor. And I told them to call the cops because it was a big bottle of bourbon whiskey that he had that was half gone.
All right, so
And
here's my question, Ms. Jones.
Yes, ma'am.
Up until that point, how was he doing?
Up until that point, he was okay. He had just went to my home for a pre-placement visit. So everything was okay. They were trying to go on an outing, and that's when we had another disturbance where he was trying to jump out the van on the freeway, and the GPS caseworker was threatening my staff, saying he was going to go to jail for kidnapping because Chris said that they took him against his will. And that's when it all started.
All right, so here's my question. Would you be willing to take him back in your program?
I mean, he's there now. I can't make that decision. That's up to the executive directors, but he has been placed back in the home with the minor. And the only option and issue that we have is that he has no other homes to go to here.
And why is he placed with the minor and he's not a minor?
Because they just place him in homes where we have spots. There's other gentlemen in the home that is his age or older, but the minor has his own room.
All right.
And so that's where they have him placed because that was the only other spot to put him. There's no other homes that we have. So that was the only other spot.
All right. And what type of supervision do they have at the home?
They have a staff on duty that watches them, that monitors everything, and they help them, with their meds, daily activity, living activities and skills. And all of them in the home are high level, like Chris. They're capable of, walking to the store or, letting us know their needs, dislikes, and stuff like that, except for the minor.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Is there anything else from her?
Fly a monkey! The best. Fly monkey, you're the best.
Can we
Grab your membership.
Can we determine whether or not
You're the
he's given
best.
his medication on the days that he said he was not medicated?
Yes. Now he's given his medication. Now the only thing is, if he refuses, we cannot make him take it.
Ooh, that's tough.
All right. Do you know if he was refusing his medication?
No, no one has told me that he's been refusing it. I've known that he's been taking it. Now, if he's off one that he said he hadn't had in 6 days, I would have to get the nurse on the phone and find that out from her. But when he came over there, no one said that he was missing medication.
All right.
He had all his medication that was on the Mars.
So at your home, does
And the
someone
reason I say that is because his mom went back to the home to get his psychiatric medication from the home that he was at that day, because she said it was left there. So she went and got the meds. So he had his med.
So here's my question. When
Yes,
he is
ma'am.
at one of your homes
Mhm.
and he has his medication, do
Yes, ma'am.
you all issue the medication to him, or is it 100% up to him to take his medication?
No, ma'am. We have to scan it because it's on Quickmart. So we have to scan the medication and we pop it out, or if they're capable of popping it out, like Chris is, he will pop out the medication and he will take it. Now, again, like I said before, if he refuses, we can only ask him 2 more times, hey, Chris, you need to take your medicine. It's to help you with, you know, whatever it's for. And if he still refuses, all we can do is document that he refuses.
All right.
Now,
if he refuses his medication,
yes, ma'am.
Will you all immediately notify probation? Is that
like I say, I just got him. So if he does, the nurses is immediately notified.
all right? But here's my
Because we
question: Will they notify probation? That's what I want. If he doesn't take his medication,
he's in my home now, so if I need to notify probation, I can notify probation. Like I say, again, I just got him, so I'm trying to learn him and learn what needs to be done. Like I say, I spoke to the GPS people to let them know, and like I say, I started letting them know everything that has been going on. That's why I reached out to them when he came to the house drunk.
All right, this is what I.
Now, when I first started in special education, I worked in an adult education facility, and the problem that the workers and the therapists run into on a daily basis is you are dealing with adults. Most of them have adult capabilities in terms of sneaking away and getting the alcohol, but their minds are like children. So you have to find that fine line and tiptoe in between there, still being humane, still being respectable, because a lot of them know what they're doing. So that's why this one intrigued me, because it seems like he knows what he's doing, but he still has a very childlike mind.
This is what I want. If he doesn't
Yes,
take
ma'am.
his medication, I want probation notified.
Okay.
All right. Probation, is there anything else? All right. And are you Deputy Harrison? I'm sorry, I don't know your rank.
Yes, Sergeant Harrison.
All right, Sergeant Harrison. Are you aware of what's happening in this case with Mr. Lemire?
I am aware because I spoke with Ms. Jones as to him being drunk. And this was after the fact, when he was already released from the sober tank. I'm guessing that's where they took him because he was never arrested. They sobered him up and they let him leave. So I spoke to her afterwards. And I just heard Ms. Jones make a statement that I guess I misunderstood, Ms. Jones. I didn't realize you said the GPS officer was saying that you were kidnapping him. I thought you said Mr. Lemire. So I will talk to my staff about that also.
Yeah, well, they said that they can get him. He can get arrested for kidnapping because Chris Lemire was telling him that he was taking him against his will. So they were on the freeway, and I was on the phone with my staff when he was talking to the GPS worker, and I kept telling him, "Give him my number, have him call me." You know? And it was Officer Patel that we spoke to, and he was trying to get out the vehicle while they were driving on the freeway. And my staff was like, "Do you see where we are?" He was like, "Stop." He was like, "I'm talking to your GPS worker." He kept telling him to stop. He was trying to get out on the freeway. And he said that we were taking him against his will. And like I told Officer Patel, that home that he's at, they do a lot of outings. They don't just sit at home. They go to the park, they go fishing, they go to the zoo, you know, they do things. And Chris said that he cannot go nowhere, and the officer asked me if we can leave him at home. I said the staff from the other home he came to may have left him at home, but we cannot leave them at home by themselves.
All right, so that problem with leaving him at home by himself and GPS, I'm gonna solve that problem. All right, so this is Sergeant Harrison. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No, just that if Miss Jones, if he does anything that he's not supposed to do, if you would just reach out like you did before. And like I said, I will talk to my GPS officer. And as of now, we do have him on schedule. And all we need to know is advance notice, and we can put him on schedule for, we do have him out from the times you told me. and we'll just keep it on schedule, and he can go anywhere that you take him. We don't have a problem with it at all.
All right, thank you, because that's what I'm going to order. So with regards to GPS, just let GPS know where he's going, and you're allowed to go as long as you're supervised and you're with the persons in the home. You understand? So you cannot go somewhere by yourself. I understand mental health issues. I used to do a lot of work with people who had mental health issues, but you are still on probation in this court, and there are rules. Number one rule, you have to take your medications. If your medications are having side effects, you need to let a doctor know. Because if you don't let anybody know, they don't know, and they're going to expect.
See, she's it's masterful what she's doing. She's yelling at him, but not yelling at him. He's like a child. He understands that. It's sad, but it's true. It's the way you have to do it.
You to take your medications. If you stop taking your medications, look where we are. We're in court, and you're looking at going to prison. You understand? You are not allowed to drink alcohol. If you tell someone you are going to the Dollar Tree, that is the only place that you go.
That is funny, though.
No, I want you to hear me clearly. You got alcohol from somewhere. You know you're not supposed to have alcohol. I don't care if someone gave it to you. You know you're not supposed to have alcohol, and you're an adult. It's not like you're a child where someone gives you something and you start taking it. You're an adult. You know you're not supposed to have alcohol. You understand? And I am giving you, I don't want to say leeway, but I'm here with this compliance hearing to make sure that you understand. You have everybody here trying to work with you. You have Sergeant Harrison working with you. You have Miss Jones working with you. You have probation, Miss Abrams working with you. Everybody's trying to work with you and make sure you're successful and don't go to prison. But if you continue like this, there's going to be a certain point in time where all of the issues you have, your mental health issues, any mental capacity issues, that's not going to save you because there are rules. Everybody has to follow the rules. If there's a rule that you have to follow and you don't understand that rule, you can ask Miss Jones. You can ask probation. You can come back and ask me. But you must abide by the rules. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, are you taking your medications regularly?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you have your medications. You're not out. You're not running low. All right. Do you need any help with your alcohol issues?
I've signed myself. I've already done that, and I see her today.
All right. So he's going to be in counseling then with Miss Dupree. Who is Miss Dupree?
Melissa Dupree is our psychiatrist that we have here, that speaks to them if they, have issues or want to talk to someone. We schedule them to see her once a week.
All right. I'm going to want him in counseling for his substance abuse issues.
Yes, ma'am.
With a concentration on alcohol. I haven't heard that he's taken any other drugs. It's just alcohol. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's all I've known.
All right. If we could do that and make sure that he does sober meetings, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do 90 meetings in 90 days. All right. And I'm just saying 90 meetings in 90 days. If you need more than that, just ask, because everybody knows internally what they need to maintain their sobriety.
Will I get a sponsor?
Yes, if you want a sponsor, you just have to ask for one. But in my experience with people who have drug issues, what they do is when they go to sober meetings, they get a feel for the sober meetings. And then once they're in it and they know the rules and they're on the road to sobriety, usually then they want a support system with a mentor. Right. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
See, I think if she was another judge or she was a jackass, she would have dropped the hammer on him and yelled at him, scolded him. We've seen judges do that to people with developmental disabilities. But she realized that they're going to take him back, and she's going to get him back on track. She knows he's going to have these episodes, so she's getting him back on track. The 90 meetings in 90 days, here's the problem with that. If they have to drive there, that's going to be tough, because you got this guy in a car 90 days in a row going to AA. So that, I think the car situation is probably the worst. All right. Well, let's go to Judge Stevens. And then I have a beauty from a judge that has not been on this show before. Let's roll. Let's get a little Judge Stevens.
Mr. Dusler, is your attorney here? And what are we doing today?
He's requesting the case be set for trial.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Mr. Have you talked to everybody involved in this? About
It's been a little
you know
bit,
how
Judge, but
things
we
can
have.
change when everybody starts talking to each other and trying to resolve the case outside of the courtroom. That's been happening, which is inappropriate, but you know, it happens. We're still a go.
As far as I know, yes, Judge.
Because you are, if convicted of this, you're facing no less than 25 years imprisonment, no life in prison. Do you understand?
I understand.
Yeah, I'm reading the probable cause affidavit. I'm just curious. Using logic here, and so there's got to be something behind all of this now. So it will be set for trial, and
You think so, Samson? Scariest?
are you retained? Don,
No, sir, I'm appointed. He's asking the court to.
You have zero income?
No, it's not.
What's up,
Well, I'm
Jimmy?
sorry.
Hell.
This affidavit says you have zero income that you signed under oath.
Well, that was a while back. I just don't know.
Oh, you found the golden chest, or you don't have any you haven't been having any income? You don't have any income?
I just don't have any income.
What?
Judge Stevens is a dick. Found the golden chest.
What? You didn't have an income before that? Well, how did you live and exist? Off of others?
Yeah, I'm living with my sister doing the side work here.
So you had income on side work?
Yeah.
Well, when was the last time you had a steady job?
Been about 4 years.
Okay, what did you do then?
I was trying to get myself paid disability. I was working on disability.
You were working on your disability?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You were working on becoming disabled?
No, sir. I wasn't trying to get my social security disability.
Now, when was the last time you had a job that didn't have anything to do with government subsistence?
About 3 years.
Okay, what did you do then?
I was working in the refinery area.
Doing what?
Labor foreman.
Okay, how much did you make an hour then?
Like 22 hours.
Yeah, I mean that's a fortune for most people. And how long did you do that job?
For about 12 years.
12 years. You don't have any money at all saved for any of that? I mean, that's $50,000 plus a year.
Yeah, I was young at the time. I didn't know.
Well, how old are you now?
62.
Well, that was just a few years ago, you were saying. I think 62 is young. So you really don't have an income of anything at all right now. Okay, so how do you exist though? I mean, how do you eat? Who clothes you? Who feeds you? Who shelters you? That kind of stuff.
No, I'm saying I just thought it was Social Security.
No, who's doing that right now? Before your Social Security kicked in?
Give with my sister.
You're living with others.
Yeah, correct.
Look at his face.
Go ahead, Mr. Producer. It's set for trial.
That's a
Yes, sir.
replay. Ready?
All right.
Look at Stevens.
Give with my
Watch
sister.
Stevens.
You're living with others.
Yeah, correct.
His face.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Producer. It's set for trial. Yes, sir. All right.
Classic.
Anything else?
Yes, sir. He's requesting that I be relieved and appoint someone else to take it.
Why? Well, no, don't look at him. Why do you want him to be relieved?
Actually, he was saying he's backed up for 3 years. You want to get it resolved
Okay,
as soon as
okay.
possible, and I want to get it resolved as soon as possible.
Okay. That's good enough for me. I'd like that too. You know, some people don't. All right, I'm gonna, I want you to fill out another indigent form. This thing is over a year old. I want to see what the change is in your finances under oath. And Mr. Dutra will be released. The next person on the trial docket will be
Judge,
ordered. Yeah.
while we're here, I would,
Hold on, let me finish this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The next person on the trial docket will be ordered to represent the defendant at trial, and we'll place it on the trial docket. Yes.
while we're here, I would ask the court to amend in paragraph 2, the first enhancement paragraph. It states that the defendant was finally convicted of that burglary of a building on March 11th, 1983.
Whoa.
But looking at the judgment, the correct date is September 23rd, 1983. He was placed on deferred on March 11th, but that probation was revoked on September 23rd. So I'd ask the court to amend the March 11th to September 23rd.
Was he on deferred probation?
He was on
originally?
deferred originally, yes, Judge. So he was actually finally convicted when
All
it
right.
was
Any
revoked.
objection to that change on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Dusner?
No, sir.
So it is corrected to what day?
September 23rd. It's still 1983.
What is corrected that? Without objection?
That was when I was recording.
Sir, from this lady, and just have a seat over there in the jury.
Okay. All right. Puts me in timeout. Here we go. All right. I know you guys know who she is. I think she's in the same courtroom as Judge Goggins. It's Judge Hammonds, and she had a couple winners the other morning. You guys would love this. 1 second. Load it up. Stevens is fantastic, isn't he? And I can't. All right. There we go. All right. Let's do it. Oh boy. Here we go.
Mr. Foster. I remember speaking to you last time you were here. I gave you additional time to complete your anger management classes, and I don't have proof in the file that you did that. Did you bring that proof with you today?
First of all, I'd like to say good morning, guys.
Morning.
And I completed all 6 courses. I went to go pay it last night, and there was troubles with the payment.
You took the class and then you were going to pay for it?
Yeah, I took all the classes and I was going to pay for it, and there was troubles with the payment.
Who lets you take the classes first and then pay for it? Where'd you go?
I took it with the ARM program.
What?
So you did the ARM program anger management class.
Yes, I did all 6 of them, but they won't give me a completion course until I pay for it. And I tried paying for it last night.
Did you do the in-person class or the online class?
In person, like on the phone.
You did an anger management class over the phone?
Yeah, I did them over the phone.
What? Over the phone?
On Zoom.
Zoom.
That'd be called online. That's online.
Online.
He said over the phone. Yeah. Are you pissed off? Not too much. All right. How about now? Yeah? Okay. Stupid ass.
All right. Well, that is new news to me, but I am sure if what you're saying is accurate, you will be able to give them the money that they need before next week. So I'm going to adjourn your hearing for 1 week, and by that time you will have paid them whatever they need, and you will have a certificate that you completed the online course. Let's see, I'm going to adjourn to next week, which is the 27th, June 27th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Foster, you need to have proof that you completed the class on that date. You understand? Okay. All right, you're gonna get a notice. Don't leave without it. You can have a seat. Just don't leave until you get your paperwork.
He's not even the best one. Next. Poor Judge Hammonds.
22T02591FY. People of the State of Michigan versus Jimmy Ray Johnson Jr.
Nothing says I'm ready for court than a white tee and Nike slides.
Mr. Johnson, it looks possibly like a similar situation here. Did you bring, last time I spoke with you, I told you I wanted you to bring something from TTI that said that you had covered anger management with them, because I had ordered you to go to anger management and you stated that you were going to TTI. Did you bring that with you today?
Ma'am, I did get that form from my case manager, Keisha Hodges over there. However, this morning I woke up to a late start. I wasn't able to get that form brought in, but I do got that form. She wrote that form out for me last week when I had my appointment with her last week, but I wasn't able to bring it. But I do have that form she wrote out stating that
Where is it? Where's the form?
at my home.
How far away do you live?
About like 5-6 miles.
I can do one of two things. I can set your file aside, you can go home and get it, and you can come back, or I will, same for the person in front of you, I will adjourn this for 1 week so that you can make sure you bring back that proof. Which would you prefer?
I do got that proof. I mean, we'll make like be the difference. Like we just bring it in, then we can set it outside a little longer, or just.
You go home, get it, bring it back to me today, and then we'll take care of your case today. Or, for whatever reason you don't want to do that, we'll do it next week. You can bring in your proof next week.
Why is this such an issue?
But I had a question to ask.
Answer my question first, and then you can ask yours.
I said I'll just bring it in next week.
Next week? I'm going to adjourn this matter for 1 more week to June 27th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Make sure that you bring your paperwork. Even if you were late this morning, if it would have taken you an extra 5 or 10 minutes to get that paperwork, you wouldn't have been coming back next week. So make sure you bring it next week. What was your question?
I was gonna say, like, with these court fines, like I've been having a real hard time finding employment, and I was just gonna say, like, by any chance, like, is there any way that I can get that like made up with community service to work to pay off my remaining balance? Like, is there any way that I can get that fine?
No.
Every hour, because I've been having real hard time finding employment, and I don't want to keep coming to court not being able to pay towards my fine.
Here's the problem they have, Mr. Johnson, is $809 of what you owe is restitution to Meyer. I can't waive restitution. The law will not allow
He owes restitution to Meyer, the store?
me to waive restitution. So I can't tell you you can do community service instead of paying that money. You have to pay them back their money. It's required. So I can't. What I can do is, when you come back next week, we'll have another conversation about it. But what I probably am going to have to do is, so long as you bring me proof that you did your anger management with your therapist, I will send your files to our collections department, which will then put you on a payment plan. All right, that's best I can do when you owe restitution. So, all right.
And if I can get that form back up here before the day over with, would you be able to send me another court date without me having to come before you, like come back up?
If you bring it back up to me before noon, you have to be back here before noon. Well, yeah, if you can be back here before noon, we'll take care of your case today. And you probably won't have to come back and see me. But if not, I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
All right, people. Couple announcements. One, I am back live 5 days a week, feeling great. So glad you joined me on a Sunday. Also, I am starting to do a new type of genre. I'm going to be jumping into real crime documentary videos. Still going to do my court thing, still going to do the lives, but I love doing research. Love real crime, doing some murder cases, and be dropping a lot of these videos. Going to be doing a lot of edits, all by myself, doing everything. So they may take time, but it will be a different branch, time served. I don't know if I'm going to do a different channel or just drop it on these, but look out for those. And also, you guys are the best. Thank you for the wishes. I am back tomorrow. Court's back on. We're back on. God bless. Have a great night. Don't get a bit angry. God bless. See you later. I'm Phil, and you have been served.